Good morning, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with this side bet on XM Future Digibyte OG. So, guys, I want to start out by sharing. Oh, yes. And it's the same quote of the day I shared yesterday, but this is one that I shared last night. So, quote of the day, hashtag be better, do better. All happy people are grateful. Ungrateful people cannot be happy. We tend to think that being unhappy leads people to complain, but it's true to say that complaining leads to people being unhappy. Dennis Prager, and I think that's a very, very, very intelligent and wise quote from an older gentleman who's been around for a while and understands. That is very, very true. Bob, I said best TA technical analysis, not TNA. Best TA on YouTube, and Tom we trust. Join Tom's army. Thank you, UB2Sop. I fucking love it. And for a couple of you guys like Moon, I'm not going to say your whole name, but Moon, you need to chill the fuck out. You sold at 59 cents. Yeah, that's on you. If you were so confident it was going to go up, why'd you sell? I said I would never advise anybody to sell at these levels, but in my opinion, this is going to break down eventually. I said, I don't know if it's going to finish off the couple handle first at 78 cents. We went through all three scenarios yesterday. That's why I said, if you want to gamble, gamble. It's not even a gamble this far under $1. But you guys only take what you want. A few other people that can't hack it in chat. When you guys make comments, yes, a cup and handle can be bullish. But a cup and handle on a rising wedge, on a descending triangle, and on a bearish continuation pattern is a sign of a bear. It's a bear. It's bear at the top. That's a bull trap. This would be the sign of a cup and handle is going to pour out. You can say whatever you want, guys. I really don't care. You're not hurting my feelings. It just hurts. It makes you look stupid is the only problem. And then some of you guys like Jose canceling and wanting to you weren't part of Tom's army, but you canceled or you unsubscribed to my channel because we were having a conversation and you can't hack it. All I told you was you were wrong about your cup and handle, and then my comment gets reported for spam. Your comment got reported for spam. If I was reporting you, why would I delete my own comment? That's all I was saying to you. There's no point for me to do it. You already made yourself the sign of intelligence that you had, which you do because you understand the cup and handle. You need to take it to the next level and understand nobody's yelling at you, but you can't be putting that kind of information in there and not explaining it full circle. Sure, a cup and handle can be bullish in the right scenario. It can't be in a bearish continuation pattern or a descending triangle if you think that the cup and handle is going to revert and be bullish. It's not. You've already got it in the pattern right there. I didn't make that W up. Did I implant that W in the pattern? No. So it's telling you this level is bearish when it gets back here. Like I said yesterday, sure, it could run up as high as it wants. But we've got signs within the whole pattern that we're coming to an end. I got no problem going back and forth with you guys, but a lot of the real ones were made in similar context. They said something, we went back and forth. They seen it my way, I seen it their way. And down in the future, we have great conversations because we understand, and some people learn because yes, a cup and handle by definition can be bullish, but you have to take in the factors on a cup and handle. If it's on a rising wedge, it's not bullish. If it's on a descending triangle, it's not bullish. We've maintained the same low, but we have lower highs, which is a extremely bearish pattern reversal, which we've already completed from the top of Bitcoin. So the only way to push up is with volume, guys, and we're not getting the volume that it would take to push up farther than the 78 cent mark. And then I said at every level we can revisit it. That's why I said I would never tell anybody to sell it this far under $1. Go back to the tapes. Anybody who's been watching this show since XRP was at 40 cents and we went all the way to $1.90, I never suggest to sell under $1. Once you get your hold bag. I don't have my hold bag yet, so I'm going to continue to buy and sell. And I keep getting mocked, but guys, it's this simple. You want to see my portfolio? I started at $2,300 a couple weeks ago doing this buying and trading after I took out some money to prove a point. Just by doing what I'm doing, guys, my account's over $4,000. So I don't need no bullshit. I know what I'm doing. And yes, I've got some money in the yuan, a couple $100, but that'll come out. But I'm just saying, when I sold out, this is the way I did it. And we can say whatever we want, but the portfolio is going up. Sure, I could have $4,400 in here right now. I acknowledge that. But I went up a positive $400 and something after buying and selling. I'm never going to complain about that. And if you want to get back in, guys, you haven't missed anything. We're just at the bottom side of that mid support line. That's all. I put that line there because that's the triple top formation. You have to break that. Otherwise, you're going to be bearish still. You're still bearish if you push through it, but this is a bearish continuation. You don't know how high it goes. It could go 50% on the continuation, and then it drops farther than it started. That's all. The higher this went up, the farther it's going to drop down. I'm trying to give you guys all the knowledge I have, but you guys are some of you guys that think you know it all. If you know it all, then why'd you sell? If you knew it all, why did you sell and listen to me? Did you sell just so you could bitch and act like I don't know what I'm talking about? Because all night, it stayed in the same trend. This can either be a double top formation, and it's going to hit this fourth point like it did, and then it's going to fail, or it's going to find some volume, and then it's going to get rejected at a further resistance line and come back down. Either way, guys, I don't make up the rules. That giant W at the bottom is telling you this is extremely bearish. Every time we get to a top, there's a W that forms in the pattern. Bearish. Bearish. Another W. Bearish. All in the 5 minute. You start to pull this out, and you're starting to get data points now that signify what we're talking about. You don't hit 4, 5, 6 times in the same point of resistance and just shoot over it without volume. Now, if we get a big volume spike, yes, that can make a huge difference. But anything short of that, because I still think we can go up to 78 cents before we come down, and that's what I said yesterday, because we could finish off this cup and handle. I'm not exactly sure in the translation what got lost. But I also said, if you don't want to take that risk, it's understandable, because I'm not in it right now. I wrote it from down here to around here, not on XRP, but on DGB. So I missed out on the 4 or 5 cents to the top side. I sold DGB at around 4.1 and it went to 4.5. But I also bought DGB at 3.3 and I got out at the shoulder, like I said. That's my strategy. Now, if it pushes over this, and I think it's going to push over 66, and we finish off this mild, guys, this is all I was saying yesterday. If we finish off this at 68 cents, that bottom cup and handle, which we never got up to yet, and we prove that we have a push, that's when I would buy back in. Miss out on the 3 cents, and then ride it up to 78, 80, or above. Because I know what I'm doing. I have a plan. You guys that are mocking me have no plan. You guys that are mocking me seem to forget that I had everybody out of this shit at $1.66, $1.70, and they got to ride it all the way down to 52 cents. But not before we bought back in several times at 89 cents and rode it to $1.30. Sold out. Bought back in at 95 cents, sold out at $1.20. Bought back in at 98 cents, sold out at $1.35. I mean, there's been so many times this community's made money, hand over fist. The only people not making money are the ones that are objecting to it because they don't understand. Usually when you have a high candle wick like that get eaten up like that, that's the sign that we're reversing. We've had several options like that, but we also don't have enough selling pressure so far to bring it down. So that's what I'm saying. This can go either way. It's 50-50. I'm not a wizard. But what I am is the best damn person in the business, the only person in the business who gives next level technical analysis and does it on the fly like this. Nobody lost money. If you lost money, you don't know how to trade. If you lost money this week, you have no idea how to trade and you're looking to blame somebody. Because I told everybody to buy at 52 cents. So no matter where you bought it at 52 cents, you can't be down. Now, if you bought it, sold it, bought it, sold it, bought it, sold it like 3 times yesterday, well, sure, you can be down because you're paying the fees on crypto and you're a moron. That's not my fault. Just like if you didn't want to sell, why would you sell based on what I said? I'm just telling you, I'm replaying my position for the retrace down because it has to happen. I could go away for 4 days and not lose any money, even if it goes up, because I'm going to buy in at the bottom. If you made profit, what are you bitching about? If you're having a stroke over a few dollars, don't get out. If you're having a stroke over losing a few dollars, don't get in. But you guys blame me for every side of this, and it's not fair. Because at the end of the day, I've made everybody a handload of money. Fistful of money. And increased positions in every one of your favorite cryptos over the last 2 months. Even if you had no money, simply by listening to me and letting it liquidate. We're down 60%. If not more on most of these. XRP was at $1.66 when I said wholesale. I gave you a final warning at $1.44. And then for the schlubs, I gave another warning at $1.32 right before it flashed to 89. Just from $1.31, that's a 100% drop. So if you're up 400%, there goes another 100. Like for me, if I would have held it from $1.66 all the way down to even right here, my average was 43 cents or 47 cents. So every 47 cents, that's 100%. So I would have lost 300% on the way down of my profits, which would have made me still up about $3,500 right here and about $2,500. But guys, I was up over 10 grand when I sold out. Am I going to lose all that? But no. Sure, I lost some on the sales and trying to get some rides on the way in and out. But I also threw 5,000 of that profit into gold and silver, physical metals. I know what I'm doing. I threw 2,000 of that into my B2 gold. I know what I'm doing. And I still have over $4,000. And my initial investment on here was $3,300 or $3,500 it came out to. So even with all that money I took out, all those physical metals I bought, all that B2 gold I bought, which I now have 636 or 646 shares, and it pays a 3.6 dividend. I still have over $4,000 on my Uphold. I'm still not adding money to my Uphold. I still have $1,500 to $2,000 that I could add at any moment. But because of my trading technique, I'm making money hand over fist. Because of my trading technique and because of my technical analysis, I'm not a financial advisor. Should you take my advice? No motherfucking way you should. But if you do, there's a reason why 200 people have joined Tom's Army already in 5 weeks. It's that simple. 200 people are paying members of Tom's Army, and that's not by accident. Those 200 people have made far more than $9.99 a month. Or the 15 people that pay $24.99 a month at the OG level. There's a reason why they upgraded to the OG level and pay 2.5 times more to show support. They're making hands over fistful of money. They're not losing their portfolio. They've saved so much on this downturn and liquidation period that they're so thankful. And to make that point even further of how thankful this community is, one person has decided to pay $99.99 a month for the legendary perk. That's above and beyond. These are people that want to keep me here on YouTube full time. To be at 200 is a monumental mark. If we can get to 500, I would cancel every single full-time teaching job except my progressive class for YouTube. And I've made that promise to you. And I would be here 75% of full-time. Right now, I'm 50-50 between what I do for teaching and whatnot. If I got to 1,000, well, that would just seal the deal. But 500, I would consider myself pretty much full-time with a part-time job now, which would be my teaching of my YouTube class. But if we got to 500 paid subscribers, guys, I keep telling you this, I would cancel every other teaching class, which would free up my Mondays, my Wednesdays, and my Fridays. Tuesdays and Thursdays are a real clusterfuck already because I added the progressive class. But imagine if I only had that one-hour class twice a week. Instead of 10 one-hour classes 5 times a week. Well, it's not 10 hours a day, but there's 10 different classes that go over a 5-day period. Not counting the YouTube class. Well, it's not a YouTube class. You have to pay $50 a month, but that's the progressive class. I only charge $6.25 a class because I want everybody to have the trading knowledge that I have and the tools on the charts. So keep that in mind. Keep this message in mind. Hashtag be better, do better. I'm doing my part every day to try to do exactly that and live by my outlook on life. Like I said, money doesn't control me. It's the root of all evil. It's the only reason I have money. is so that I can live. Besides that, I couldn't give two shits about money. Humanity means more than me. So if it costs me a few dollars down the road, you know, as it has already in the beginning, by being real, not tickling your balls, and not giving you special content, you know, as far as video releases, I give you special content in ways of messages and charting and all this other stuff on the or not Discord, but in the YouTube community, on my community tab I created. So just pay attention to that. If you want to donate, links in the description. If you want to join Tom's Army and be member number 201, links in the description. For the other 200 members that have joined already in the first 5.5 weeks, I cannot thank you enough, and I love each and every one of you. So stay true, stay blessed.